So good morning, everyone. I'm Joseph Davies-Coates, Heat and Retrofit Coordinator at Community Energy England. This is my quick presentation about councils and community energy. A quick overview of what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to give a quick introduction to Community Energy England, why councils should support community energy, how they can do so, some examples, and then some further resources. So, introduction to Community Energy England. Our vision is a thriving community energy sector integrated to and truly powering a fair carbon zero energy system. And our mission is to create the conditions within which community energy is able to thrive and scale. We've got over 300 members across the country, including local councils and various private and third sector organisations, plus lots of partners that we work closely with. And it's quite a movement. So this is our map of projects around the country, the different colours of the different types of technology, solar, wind, etc. So yeah, that's brief flying tour of Community Energy England. Next, I'm going to touch on why councils should support Community Energy England. These two quotes are from two useful guides. When we share the slides, these are actual links, so you can click through to them. As the LGA say in their sustainability briefing about community energy, supporting the local development of community energy projects has positive impacts on equality, social cohesion, and economic opportunity. And as UK 100 say in their Navigating the Net Zero Energy Transition Guide, the advantages of community energy projects over private sector projects are that they allow local wealth building, support local employment, improve engagement with local residents by being locally owned and led, and often operate on a non-for-profit basis, with excesses being reinvested back into communities they power. But you don't have to take their words for it. There's been quite a lot of research about all this, linked to here, for example. They've been found, community energy organisations have been found to be 4 to 5 times better at gauging the public than commercial players. They bring in 12 to 13 times the social benefit of commercial projects. The fuel poverty work that a lot of our members do, based on a study on Celsea by Bristol University, have a 10 to 1 social return on investment. And a study on wind farms in Scotland found that they return 34 times more financial returns to the local communities. Moving on to how councils can support community energy. This is actually from that previously referenced UK 100 guide. They've got a fuller, this is like the bullet point version. The first thing to do is to look on our map and see who's around. You can find that on our website, identify the ones that are near you, get in touch with them. You can allocate sites to community energy organisations for renewable energy. You could actually directly invest in them and get a bit of return from that. It's a good idea to state in your local plans and stuff a preference for community ownership of renewable energy projects. Some councils have got purchase power agreements to buy the energy and to be committing to being the taker of last resort for any energy they can't sell elsewhere. You could offer seed funding and grants to loans and new projects. Particularly good idea is to run a community energy summit in your area to bring together all the different stakeholders, your local community energy groups if you have them, or your climate action groups, the local DNOs, distribution network organizations, etc. And it's a good idea to develop collaboration agreements with community energy organizations. This is sort of summed up nicely by these quotes from a local authority webinar we ran last year. Duncan Law, our head of policy and advocacy, says start the conversation with the right people in the room, look for common interests, look for win-win, start something, make sure you arrange the next meeting at the first meeting, and look at what you as a local authority can offer to unlock the amazing resource of energy that is community energy. Luciana, who was at Essex County Council, she's now at Ashton, made the point of being persistent and offering long-term support, and if you do that, you will definitely see results. Moving on to some specific examples of what councils have done. Starting with Essex County Council, who are Community Energy Awards 2024 finalists. It's our awards on Friday in Bristol. They were also a winner last year. They've supported over 25 community energy and climate groups with funding and mentoring. They've helped launch possibly the UK's first youth-led energy group. They've directed about £500,000 in grants towards projects in Essex. They've got a full-time support officer to support these things. They've integrated community energy into their £250 million climate action plan, and their goal, supported by the community energy pathways run by Community Energy South, is to have community energy neighbourhoods in all districts across Essex by 2035, and they've made very good progress on that. A couple more. Cambridgeshire County Council, probably best known for their support of the Swaffham Prior Heat Network, which is the first village to develop a renewable heat system. That was initiated by Community Group, the local community land trust, who also got funding for a feasibility study. Then Cambridge County Council got lots of grant funding from Hindu and HNIP, as well as making their own strategic investment in it and taking on a lot of the risk. And they provided the land for the energy centre and a private wire to power the heat pumps that generate all the heat from their council-owned solar farm. And then up in Lancashire, Rosendale Borough Council, who I think are the 5th smallest council in the country. They're one of the lead partners in a Innovate UK project that I work a lot on, which is the Net Zero Terrace Streets. You can find more info on the link there, but it's nzts.info. We recently had a webinar and update where Rosendale shared their work about their mapping supply chains and skill mapping and doing some policy analysis. They haven't yet created the guide for other local authorities, but they will. They are creating a guide for how other local authorities could do a net zero terrace streets project in their area. It's all about trying to decarbonize the 6 million odd 2 to 3 bedroom homes that are otherwise hard to heat and might be left behind in the transition to net zero. And they've done lots of stakeholder engagement, including with the private rental sector. And they've been facilitating the demonstrator homes. There's a three home pilot project in Rosendale, where we're installing the heat pumps and the solar and the smart energy systems to trial it all before doing much larger projects going forward and pilots. And they've provided the buildings for those pilots. A few more resources you can explore at your leisure when you get the slides. There's a couple of webinars that we ran that I mentioned. There's a playlist there on our YouTube channel that you can find both of those. Lots of further reading. In our awards finalist case studies, if you search for local authorities in there, I've got the 3 most recent years are linked there, plus lots of other reading, some good guides to find out more about what you can do to help community energy in your area. Community Energy England, of course, offers lots of support. We've got how-to guides, we run lots of events, we list funding opportunities, and if you're a member, you can access our member forums and find out about share issues and submit your events. So please join us. I hope that was useful. Any questions, let me know. Thanks very much. I'll stop sharing now.